As we go into June, of course, we see challenges like we have never seen before. The Equality Act, which would literally strip away every American's religious freedoms across the country. Things like H.R. 1, which would have the federal government take over our election system and really take over the states. And court packing, really a Supreme Court coup, which I don't think we could recover from if we destroyed our courts in this type of way. So this is a really challenging time, but that's why we're here, we're ready, and we plan to win. We also have opportunities like we've never had before. We have two cases sitting at the Supreme Court as we speak. One about whether religious schools can be discriminated against when it comes to education and school choice. Another about whether the government has a right to interfere with religious organizations and their structuring and how they pick their leaders. Very important cases. Of course, we have the Coach Joe Kennedy case, which will be on its way in the near future as well. And in addition to that, we have two cases that have been argued that we filed amicus briefs on that are really important as well. So this is an incredible opportunity right now we have for some great advances for religious freedom. And we're winning like never before. We've had some incredible victories. We just won a case on behalf of a valedictorian in Michigan, Elizabeth Turner, who simply wanted in her personal farewell, her valedictory address, to mention her faith, to mention Jesus. She was told she couldn't do that. Thankfully, she stood her ground. We stood with her, and that has now been reversed, and she is able to give her personal farewell, including her faith and about Jesus. We won the juror case, a very important case where a juror was actually kicked off a federal jury because the jurors said that they were going to rely upon the Holy Spirit in their determinations. We not only won at the Federal Court of Appeals, we won at the en banc Federal Court of Appeals, which is 11 federal judges all at one time sitting in a very special hearing. We also won the Canaan Baptist Church case. This is a small African-American church where the government tried to take their property. We ended up winning that case where they could not take their property. They now have the property where they're going to do their worship center, and in fact they're going to name the worship center after our lead attorney. And then we just won in Massachusetts as well, where the governor there tried to tell churches they could only have 90 people in their sanctuary. Meanwhile, no limits on people in all the secular businesses across the state, but the church is being treated differently. 2 days after we filed our legal action, the governor revoked his order, and there's complete freedom for the churches now across the state of Massachusetts. Thank you for being a part of all these victories. Thank you for being a part of what I think will be a number of victories ahead. We're in a huge battle right now, but we plan to win. And stay tuned this month. It's a great month to watch First Liberty Live. Ken Starr will be on with his new book on religious freedom, which we're actually mentioned in. And additionally, you'll see a number of people that you probably recognize as we stream live from the National Religious Broadcasters Convention.